So you guys have a 5-game winning streak, the longest winning streak in the club's history. What do you think we've asked you a lot about it, but what do you think it says about the club that you guys have not only been able to put in good performances, but keep finding ways to win, whether it's a goal, whether it's a good defensive performance, you're finding ways to grind out these results?
I said it from the beginning that one of the things that was our priority is to build mentality and to make sure that we play as a unit. And I've been seeing, and we've been seeing weekend after weekend, that's what the guys are doing. And when there's that belief that we can work together, that we can defend together, that we can attack, and at some moments, be able to get that goal that can give us, the 3 points. That belief, I think, it comes with the mentality that we were talking about. And I think the guys, big credit to them. I've been very proud of, how they've been improving, how they're working, and it's been good to see. And it's just the effort that they're putting on the field that's been fantastic.
You've talked about how you've seen improvement in this group dating back to maybe the Dallas game, so the 3rd game of the season. You've seen consistent improvement. I'm interested, thinking back to that point, coming out of the New York Red Bulls game, the 4-0 loss. You guys had a week off. What are kind of the thoughts from the coaching staff analyzing those first 2 games? You made some major tactical shifts, and you guys have gone and done better ever since. So what were kind of the thoughts the coaching staff and you were having during that week off, and how did you realize what it was that you needed to do to make the right change?
I think after those 2 games, what we did is analyze the 2 matches, understand if we had to make the changes in how we could be stronger first, thinking about being a team that doesn't give much defensively, and build up from there. And also knowing how to put our better players, our best players, in the best scenarios to be able to succeed. So that was the key factor for us, to be able to change, to think about ways, and to build from there. So because we realized after the 2 matches that even though we had interesting moments and some good things that we did, it was better for us to go a different direction and build a little bit more step by step this way. And I've been seeing that progress, weekend after weekend.
This club has traditionally, in the last 4 or 5 years, been a club that uses almost exclusively a 4-2-3-1 formation, and obviously you've switched after those 2 games to generally more of a 4-3-2-1, and I think the New York game a 4-4-1. With the switch to maybe more of a little bit more of a defensive system, how did you recognize that might be a better fit? You said to bring the best out of the players, a better fit for the personnel you had.
First of all, I think no system will work if there's no mentality and there's no unity. So you can throw all the numbers that you want, but if the mentality is not the right mentality, if everybody's not pushing the same direction, if everybody's not putting the effort and is believing about the path, you can do anything and it's not going to work. So from that point, I was built up the mentality, and we've been working, as I said, to make sure that we reinforce the spaces in the back, to make sure that we were more solid, that were more difficult to be broken down, and then being smart to build and how to build, going forward. So that was the priority, and then we decided to go this way, and we continue. But this is, I think one other thing that is important about our team is that it has to be an adaptable team, because it has to be a team that knows how to recognize moments, has to know how to change in some moments against the team that we're playing, but still keeping, what is their identity. And I think that's the most important part, and I see the team going to that direction. I think against Seattle, you saw that at some point we became, 4-4-1-1, and the guys knew how to be able to shift and their role and what to do. And I think we're progressing. There's still a lot more work to be done, but I think we're in the right direction.
And in terms of that unity and that buy-in from the team, were there any discussions or meetings you had with the group after those first 2 games, or any things that you felt started leading to a greater unity in the group?
Yeah, no, definitely. Not only after those 2 matches, but every match, right after we analyze the games, we talk about it. We talk about the things that we can be better, the things that we are doing, better. I think every game we have to analyze it and continue to grow. So definitely those first 2 matches, we had a lot to talk about, but it's every match, that we have to improve and do things better. But always, when you're winning, it's easier to be able to, of course, work and improve things because the environment is always better. But I think I have to give a lot of credit, as I said, to the players, because they have, grown a lot from those matches, and they have unified themselves to be a stronger team.
And in terms of just some injury updates, everyone wants to see how Liam Ridgewell is doing after that game. Can you give us an update? Yeah,
so just to give the information is that it was the right quad, so that he felt in those minutes that he had to come out. Right now, for sure, we know that these 2 weeks he's not going to participate. The next 2 weeks, and then we'll continue to evaluate. But what I can say is that today he was feeling a lot better than he did before, so hopefully he's going to continue to feel better and better to be able to come back sooner. But for now, it will be these 2 weeks that he's going to be evaluated and in a side, and then we'll see what happens.
And he didn't come out of the game, but I just wanted to check in on Paredes just because he went down a few times.
No, he's in top form. He's fine.
Coach, you're going up against another team that prefers to play 3 central defenders, although it's a different look because they have to this point been playing 2 strikers at the top of their formation. What differences does, beyond that, stylistically in terms of their principles, what differences does Colorado offer as opposed to the LAFC team you saw and the Seattle team you saw before that?
Yes, in fact, they've been playing, as you said, with the 5 in the back, and they have a different way of playing than the other teams that we have played with a similar formation. So their ideal is completely different, and that's what we are, preparing for. We've seen what they're strong at and the things that we can take advantage of. But definitely, this team will give us a different challenge that I think. We have to be, smart to deal with, and something different that we haven't faced in some way before. But we're confident to be able to go there. We are preparing the plan. We're already training, and we feel that we're going to, be able to have a good match this weekend again.